Hello, I'm Susanna with the Office of LGBT Equity, and today we have a student with us from our class that we put on every fall, LGBT350, which is the Speakers Bureau. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Greg. I'm a junior sociology major here at Maryland.
Awesome, thank you, Greg. Greg, can you please describe for us the office, the class, like why did you decide to join it and what is it like?
Well, I originally decided to join it because I think one of the descriptions it said was you learn to talk to non-LGBT people about LGBT issues. Mm-hmm. And I think in today's society that's very important because oftentimes we say when speaking about homophobia and heterosexism is, education is the first step. Mm-hmm. So this is my first step in taking that.
Awesome. And then what are some of the panels like? Are students responsive?
Yeah, oftentimes it takes them a while to not a while, but a few minutes to warm up to us, but they, it's always a discussion one after another. They always ask great questions and have great stories to offer. It's really great.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never had a hostility in any of your panels or anything?
No, no, there was never any hostility. There might have been a sense of awkwardness. Mm-hmm. There were a few awkward silences, but it was picked back up.
Okay, so describe for me two things. One, what is the actual class environment like when you're in the middle of the class? What are some of the things that you're discussing? And then two, what is the best panel that you've had and what made it so great?
Well, in the class, it's basically all LGBTQA people, not all, but and there's allies, there's queers, there's gays, lesbians, bisexuals, cross-dressers, and it's great because everyone has their own aspect of themselves to bring to the class. Yeah. We talk about things like intersectionality, religion, childhood, and things like that. And the best panel I've done, I think the one that means a lot to me was we did University 100 class for sports majors. And going in, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be terrible, it's going to be awkward, they're not going to talk at all. But we went in there, and the whole class had something to say. And being a gay black man, I always think, okay, the jocks. Yeah. And so just seeing that, it was really good to see that.
Awesome. What were some of the things they were asking?
They asked things, the typical questions. What did your mom say? Have you ever faced any discrimination on campus? And then throughout the discussion, there were things of, LGBT people in the locker rooms and on sports teams and things like that.
Wow, yeah. That's good. That's important.
Yeah.
Because those discussions really need to be had. And my last question for you, how would you say the class has benefited you?
Benefited me? Well, even, since I've taken LGBT 200, I thought I knew even then I learned a lot more than I didn't even know existed. But now is where you learn a lot about the people sitting next to you. Mm. I would have known half the things I know about the people in my class, without being on this panel. Mm. And, I've learned so much about myself because whenever thinking about, my life story, it's always been in my head, but it's always interesting to actually talk it out and see how people respond to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that's probably one of the best things a class can give you is learning more about yourself and the people around you.
Yeah.
So, you heard him, you should take LGBT 350, and we look forward to seeing you in the Office of LGBT Equity. Thank you.